I believe one of the best ways you can connect with your child is to go on an adventure with them. The thing that a man has to realize is that your idea of an adventure is often way bigger than what your child's idea of an adventure is. Because if you're a person who likes spending time outdoors and likes going on bigger adventures, then what I think of is like a 3-day backcountry, carry all your stuff on your back get off the grid kind of thing. Where with my 6-year-old, his idea of an adventure is let's go in the backyard and hunt for lizards. But we're still outside, we're still in nature, we're still doing something cool together. I encourage you to think about where are these little moments of wonder that your child can then bring you into. Because the same way that I think about looking at sunset over the mountain is the same way that your kid will love to see like a frog jumping across the yard, or like seeing a gator at a safe distance, of course, like swim across the lake. We live in Florida, but it's such an incredible way to expand your own awareness of what is exciting and interesting and wondrous in the world. And you get to do that with your kids. So it's still great to go on big adventures, to go walking across a mountain with them, or to see wildlife in a way that just blows both of your minds. But the thing that I want you to think about as a dad, and in a lot of ways I think this is very encouraging, that the way that I think about adventures for myself and my buddies is way different than how my 10-year-old, my 6-year-old, my 3-year-old think about adventures. They just think about going in the woods across the street with me and exploring back there. They think about seeing a bunny scoot across the trail, or they think about when we lived in North Carolina, just going and seeing a bear very far away and very safe distance, being a bear's still pretty freaking cool. But the thing that it has taught me, the gift that it has given me, is seeing the world and seeing nature through their eyes. And so we try and really prioritize finding these little moments of adventure, what I think of as kind of little micro adventures. I think it's Alistair Humphrey called it that. These micro adventures are mega adventures to your kids. So now we go to the beach and we just look for shark's teeth, or we'll sit out and say can we see any dolphins? I hope they're dolphins. Do we see any dolphins out? Or we go to the river, are there any manatees hanging around? These are incredibly cool moments for your kids, because they're, in many cases, they're either experiencing these things for the first time, or they haven't experienced them very much at all. And not only do you get to bring them into your world of adventure as a man, if you have sons, but regardless as a person and as a dad, but they give you the gift of bringing you in. You get to see how excited they get. You're you know what? It is pretty cool to see a dolphin out there. It is pretty cool to pick up shark teeth off the beach, or to see to see a lizard, which looks like a little baby dinosaur. These are moments that you connect with each other from two completely different expectations of what adventure is, and you meet in the middle and you have an amazing experience. So as a dad, look for ways to get outside and bring each other in to your own different worlds of adventure and have an incredible experience.